Welcome to Grounding Gods. Okay, let's talk about the sixth house of Virgo Mercury energetic triad through the lens of metaphysical astrology. This is the second grounding earth energy triad in the astrology wheel, the first being the second house Taurus Venus triad. In metaphysical astrology, we see each energetic expression as an evolution from the energy that came before, giving us an opportunity to remove any blockages, to open up to higher, more harmonic expressions, which in turn makes our lives more balanced, fulfilling, and happier. So here, the grounded earth expression of the sixth house, Virgo Mercury energy, is a higher spiritual expression, evolutionary expression, when the energies are mastered, that is, than the second house, Taurus Venus grounded earth energy. If you remember, the second house Taurus Venus expression in metaphysical astrology nutshell is learning what it is we value in the material world, what we find pleasurable on a physical level, and then acting in ways to manifest that abundantly to ensure that we are physically comfortable and fulfilled throughout our lives. The sixth house, Virgo Mercury energy, asks us to ground in a completely different way. If there are harsh aspects, it asks us to essentially cleanse our physical bodies, minds, and hearts. You can think of it symbolically this way. It's kind of like a person that's a virgin, right? This person is fully grown, they're fully matured physically. They've grown into their self, right? They've developed their personal desires, values, communication style, emotional stability, and burning passions. These areas have been developed by the forces of their personal first five houses. Some energies will have been supported, others blocked, depending on the aspects within their natal chart. Nonetheless, here in the sixth house, Virgo Mercury energy, one is still innocent of the world in many ways. When healthy and balanced, this energy is still burning with the passion and joy of the fifth house. But now, under this influence, the person is trying to find where they fit into the world and how their personal expression can be of service to others, and how to learn to manage their time efficiently to be better able to achieve everything they want to accomplish in this life, full of energy to always move forward, like the energetic force of a healthy adolescence, where any dream seems possible if one is willing to work to perfect, attain their personal goals, where the physical body is at its peak of health. It has a healthy glow. So the energy to support the needed effort to work hard to maintain one's physical health is here as well. The essence of this vital energetic triad glows because one still is whole, like a virgin in many ways, not yet touched, used, or exploited by the world in any way. At its highest expression, this energy helps a person remain whole, healthy, unbroken, physically, emotionally, mentally, and or spiritually when they're more evolved. And it can also support a person to work really hard to regain their health, their glow in all these aspects of self as well. In the best case scenario, people without harsh aspects blocking this energy appear as those who haven't been hurt or broken by the world yet. They emanate positivity, can do energy. Anything is possible if they just do it, right? That kind of energy. They act in the world to ground, to manifest this energy. This energy is how we learn to cultivate ways and routines on how to maintain, perfect, and or heal ourself. Like Mercury, this energy moves quickly, striving to build a healthy life for themselves in the material world. Mercury's caduceus harkens to spiritual, energetic well-being as well, where a physically or emotionally, mentally healthy life can lead. Remember, Directly across the astrology chart is the 12th house, the Piscean spiritual water energy triad. It's opposing, it's influencing the sixth house of Virgo Mercury energy, pushing spiritual forces upon the sixth house, whether a person under the sixth Virgo Mercury energy is aware of it or not. This is another reason why when we're under this energy and we are mastered, when we've mastered it, we glow, right? Because that spiritual energy is actually emanating out of us. Whether a person under the sixth house Virgo Mercury energy is aware of it or not. We must also look at the blocked or harshly aspected or lower expression of the sixth house Virgo Mercury energy to really understand this. The negative emanation of this energy is not glowing at all. It is dark. It is harsh, bitter, stressed, negative, upset, cynical, nitpicky of others' imperfections and the imperfections of things outside of themselves in general. A bit like the princess and the pea syndrome. A person under this negative influence is always criticizing others and other things, but never truly criticizing themselves. They believe and project themselves as being perfect or more perfect than others in many ways, regardless of whether this is true or not. They will also lie about others to make themselves seem superior to them in some way. They see the slightest imperfection a mile away and feel it is their duty to fix it or to fix some person for the betterment of all. They can come across as too critical of others and basically abrasive know-it-alls. These people really want to be, if they really want to be of service to the collective, they need to focus on changing their own imperfections, not others. Again, please don't be offended. I am just comparing and contrasting the higher and lower energetic expressions of the sixth house of Virgo Mercury energetic triad. We are all affected by these energies in some way, illustrating the stark contrast between their positive and negative expressions, helping us to spot any negative expressions in ourselves to help us know what we can improve on. To have lasting fulfillment, to remain as whole as possible in this life, we must get rid of negative, nitpicky critiques of others' imperfections and instead focus on fixing our own physical, mental, and our emotional health issues. In the sixth Virgo Mercury influence, one must master their critical analytical minds with the opposing energy of Pisces. They must quiet their mind and let Mercury help them learn to understand that they must make time to maintain or heal their energetic, their spiritual body, their spiritual health as well. Before we even try to master the energies of the next six astrology signs and houses and their rulers, it is time to cleanse in this energy to make sure that we are prepared for what is to come. To cleanse and to harmonize this energy, we must fix our past mistakes. We must apologize. This is one way. We must apologize to those we've hurt in some way along our journey. We must put ourselves in their shoes, empathize with them, actually feel the pain we caused them and make amends. And not a quick, I'm sorry. We must give detailed specifics on what we did wrong and why we are sorry. The goal is to be completely cleansed or to completely cleanse our energetic body, to heal all aspects of ourself, in essence, to become whole, untarnished again, and to become energetically pure, like a virgin. In general, it is very hard to change one's character. However, in all the zodiac, the sixth house, Virgo Mercury energetic triad, gives the greatest opening and ability to cleanse, heal our hearts, minds, and bodies, ourselves, to remove blockages, to be open and able to change. The sixth Mercury, I'm really blending the energies here. The sixth Virgo Mercury energy is still a small picture, mental energy, like being in adolescence. It's like thinking, like a teenager. I know what I need. I know what I like. I know who I like. I know how to care for myself. I know what I love to do. Now I need to perfect all of that to become the person I want to be in the world, right? What I want to share with others and how I want to be of service. Of course, someone whose life um, didn't evolve seamlessly, which is probably 99% of the population today, will be more out of whack. They won't be that confident in this energy. And if a dark side of this energy was nurtured in the person, this person, instead of perfecting, bettering themselves or focusing on that to find their place in the world, the place where they can be the most of service to the collective, they will instead spend their time criticizing others' shortcomings, like we mentioned before. Here in this energy, one must use it to learn how not to nitpick, criticize, not to be small minded. The first 6 months of the astrological year, the first six houses of the astrology wheel, the homes of Aries through Virgo, are energies of how one's self comes into being. The next six houses are no longer just about the self. They are about how the self interacts, gives and takes with the greater world. Like the symbol of the Virgin, the sixth house Virgo Mercury energetic triad is the 0 point, or getting back to the 0 point. A clean slate, healthy in all aspects, ready to receive whatever comes our way, ready to receive whatever our desires, motivations, mental and emotional bodies, what our heartfelt passions, our personal energy has attracted and manifested for us. So in the sixth house, Virgo Mercury influence, ask others for forgiveness. Release negative feelings that someone victimized you in some way. If someone hurt you, it's very well could have been the universe trying to help you learn a life lesson. So be open to that. Remember, all emotions, thoughts, motivations, words, and acts have their own energy. They have their own vibration. Anytime you judge another unfairly or hold on to anger, remember it is harming you, your energetic being, your health and well being, because harsh energies are causing blockages in your own energetic body. And that energetic body is what maintains the health of your emotional body, your mental body, and your physical body, right? So use the sixth Virgo Mercury influence to release toxic thoughts, memories, emotions. Under this influence is the easiest time to do it. Wherever this sixth house Virgo Mercury energetic triad is in our natal chart or during certain supportive transits. This will put you back to a pure state in which it will be easier for you to quiet your mind and be more centered, healthier in all ways. If you can't forgive a person in person, if you just can't bring yourself to do it, you can forgive their energetic being energetically. You can forgive their soul. You can do this at night as you're falling asleep when the world around you is quieter and it's easier to connect to the spirit realm. You can just talk as like you're talking to a person and just tell their soul that you forgive it. But you have to have the vibration of your heart. You have to say it from your heart. The energy of your emotions is what is going to help cleanse your energetic body as well. Okay, so when there are aspects that cause blockages in the expression of a particular house sign, planet, energetic expression in our chart, making the energy unconstructive or even destructive forces in our lives. This is how metaphysical astrology evolutionary steps help us remove the blockages to make them constructive forces in our lives. This is the energetic expression of the sixth house Virgo Mercury triad and how to rise above any blockages of that expression in a chart. Okay, next up will be the seventh house Libra Venus triad. Until then, I wish you a divinely guided